Hello YouTube, and today I'm going to be showing you how to upgrade your pinion and spur gear on your Traxxas Rustler. But first you're going to need one of these 7mm sockets to take the wheel off. Now that I have the wheel off, I'm going to pull the body off and just get it out of the way over here. And as you can see, there's two bolts right here. And you're going to need a Phillips head screwdriver to take off this little plastic cover plate to expose the spur and pinion gear. Now that we have this taken off, you can see your pinion and spur gear. Well, your pinion gear right here is very important in that it's connected to your motor, and the bigger that your pinion gear is, the more high speed that you'll have, and the smaller it is, the quicker acceleration you'll get. But the opposite is for this spur gear right here. The smaller this is, the better top speed you'll have, and the bigger it is, the better acceleration you'll have. Now let's just look at the difference between the two gearings that I have right here. Try to get side by side. Just look at the size difference between the two gears. This is going to make for some really good top speed. The next step will be to unscrew the 3 screws that are connecting the spur gear to the transmission. You'll need a 2mm Allen wrench for this. After you get the 3 screws taken out, you'll need to use the back of your Allen wrench to pop off the spur gear. Be careful and try not to break it though. With the spur gear now taken off, you'll need to use a 1/16 Allen wrench to unscrew the tiny screw on the pinion gear. Sometimes it can be difficult, but after you get it started, you don't want to unscrew it all the way. Just unscrew it just enough to where you can pull the pinion gear forward. Popping your new spur gear into place is pretty simple. Just make sure you apply pressure evenly around it, then re-screw in the 3 screws you had previously taken out. Now, if you have the VXL version of the Rustler, you want to use a 1.5mm Allen wrench to unscrew the 2 screws connecting the motor to the transmission. If you have the XL5 edition, you should be able to use just a Phillips head screwdriver. Don't unscrew the screws all the way, just enough to pivot the motor to give enough room for the pinion gear to fit in there. Now before you start tightening the motor back to the transmission case, make sure you leave just a tiny gap between the 2 gears. You don't want them forced together where they can't rotate very smoothly. Now reinstall the cover plate as we are now finished with the installation. And after you get this wheel screwed back on, you're good to go. Now with the VXL edition, with this gearing and a 3-cell LiPo battery, you're good at pushing about 70 miles an hour. But on the XL5 or stock Rustler edition with this gearing, you're probably going to get 35 or 40, I think. I'm not really sure on it. Let me know in the comments and come back soon for more videos.